Hi, I'm Bob Elster. Welcome to the Thinking to Results special offering for small businesses and individuals. You have made an unbelievably wise decision to be part of this program. I can promise you that if you put in the time, the effort, the energy, and you really focus in on that, you're going to get some amazing results. But that really is what it's about. There's some great content, but if you don't apply the content, it's just going to be information, and it's really not going to do anything. So you really got to make the commitment. It's for 12 weeks, stay really focused, get the work done, and really push yourself. Really go for it. If you do that, you're going to see results. So don't just make this a time to learn, make this a time to apply and to really move forward and to get some results in life or in business or wherever you end up applying this. So you've already received your program. Should look something like this, right? Thinking to Results box that you've gotten. And I just want to go over what's in there so you kind of understand that. So I'm going to open the box up here. And on top, I don't have it in mine here, but the first thing that you see is you'll see their gold card. And you'll be using that early on in the program. You'll understand what to do with that once you get there. So you can just put that to the side for now. The other thing that you have in here is you have a workbook. That's what your workbook looks like. You'll be doing an exercise in here each week. All right, so you'll notice the first lesson is lesson 1, a worthy ideal. You'll be working on that this week. All right, so there's the workbook. Also inside, in the little space here, you have 2 packets of DVDs. Right, you have one that's lessons 1 through 6, and one that's lessons 7 through 12. Again, you'll be watching one DVD each week. So you'll watch one DVD, you'll do one exercise, and then you'll also be attending the webinars that I've talked to you about. So basically what's going to happen, putting it all together each week, step 1 is going to be for you to watch the DVD. So the first step for you this week, even before we have our first webinar, is for you to open this up, get DVD 1, and go ahead and watch that. They're not real long, about 20 minutes or so. And you have Sandra Gallagher and Bob Proctor on there. And they'll have some great content for you to take and to learn and to absorb. And I would encourage you to listen to it more than once if you have the opportunity to do that. I have some people who have actually ripped the audio to be able to listen to it continuously. But whatever you can do to kind of to listen and watch this consistently would be helpful. But make sure you at least watch it one time before you do the other exercises. So once you've watched your DVD, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to open up your book, and you're going to open up to lesson 1, and you're going to go through lesson 1. So you'll go through each page. There's some material in there that you can read, and then there's some exercises with space for you to fill it in. And do fill it in. A lot of times people get workbooks and they're afraid to write in them. That's what they're for, write in it. Just allow yourself to think again and go big though when you're thinking about it, okay? As you're going through this content, I want you to understand that Sandra and Bob, they have their own style, they have their own way that they say and do things. Don't get caught up in those things. There's certain things that even Bob does. Sometimes he can get a little, kind of spiritual, new agey, use some of that terminology. If that's not your thing, that's okay. Push that to the side. Don't let it affect you. I can tell you right now that Bob Proctor is one of the most well-known authorities in terms of the mind, in terms of getting results. And so again, if there's anything in there that kind of throws you off a little, just push it to the side and focus on the content, focus on what's in there, and I promise that you're going to get a lot out of it. And then the third thing you do, so again, step 1 is watch the DVD. Step 2 is do the exercises in the workbook. And then step 3 is attending the webinar. And it's not even really attending, it's going to be a watching. You're going to have about a 48-hour period to be able to watch the webinar for each week that applies to that lesson. And I'm going to have that webinar available for you for Thursday and Friday. So it'll be available for 48 hours. I will email you a link which you can go on, and you'll have a password to go on and watch that at your own leisure. Decide to do it that way. That would be more convenient for people in terms of this special offering. So if you have any questions about that, you can let me know. But that's the order. So right now, even after you get off this, you finish watching this video, you can go ahead and you can get started with the DVD right away. So I'd like you to do DVD 1, do the exercises in lesson 1, and then by Thursday, Friday, you'll be getting an email with a link and a password, which will allow you to go in and watch the webinar. And then you'll repeat that week 2, but with lesson 2. And you'll keep doing that for 12 weeks. All right? So, and if The other thing too to think about is a lot of times when I do this program, I'm doing it with individuals, and they're getting really specific content from me, and I'm able to challenge them, or even in a group setting sometimes, but I'm there present. And with this special offering, in order to kind of bring that price down to bring more people on, that's not part of it. But if that's something that you want, if you want some individual time and attention, you want to set up some coaching sessions with me, you can certainly feel free to do that. And that certainly will add value to what you're doing and allow you to probably go a little bit deeper and kind of take things up a notch. If that's something you're interested in doing, just go ahead and email me. Let me know that. We don't necessarily have to do a full blown 10, 12 sessions like I normally would do. We can kind of cut it back. But if you want some kind of personal attention as you go through this, definitely let me know that, and that can be helpful. Also, if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to drop me an email. I will do my best to get back to you within 24 hours. I promise that I'll be back within 48. If I haven't gotten back to you in 48 hours, something's gone wrong. Drop me an email again, make sure I actually got it. But I will be trying to do that. The best way to contact me is my email. It's bob@fullofpotential.com. That's the best way to reach me. I tend to check that pretty consistently. And I really am excited about this. I'm eager to hear the results that you guys are going to get. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen and where you guys are going to take this and how you're going to apply this to your life or to your business and really take things to a new level. But again, you have to remember that you have to make that commitment. I can give you whatever content I want to give you, and this program can give you whatever content it wants to give you, and I can say whatever it is I want to say. But if you don't apply it, if you don't challenge yourself, if you don't push yourself to go to those places that maybe feel a little uncomfortable, then you're not going to grow. You're not going to get the results. So make sure you make a commitment to do that. Well, I look forward to working with you, and I look forward to hearing about your results. Thanks so much. You'll hear from me soon.